Elon Musk asked Tim Cook to stop treating creators like Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning and focus combination. So good guys. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a techie day. We're going to be talking about Tim Cook and Elon Musk and something that is happening between the two of them. Elon Musk said, listen, I'm going to give Tim Cook a stern talking to. Kind of, sort of. Anyways, I was reading a story over on, I believe it was The Verge. I was reading it on 9 to 5 Mac, another story, on a whole bunch of different sites. And I kind of boiled it down a little bit. And I want to give this information to you. And I want you to be the judge. What do you think? Now, we all know that Elon Musk is changing the name from Twitter to X and is trying to create a more all-encompassing application. I believe he calls it the Everything app, but we'll get into that in just a second. The real question is, does Apple really need to take 30% of creators' revenue? Is that a need or just simply a want? 30%. So according to Elon Musk, the answer to that is no. That is a lot of money. Now, if it's specific to let's say a game or an application that you are purchasing from the App Store, and they want to take 30% from the actual creator of the app, well, okay, I can see that. I mean, it's still a big price to pay, but I can understand that because I am a retailer on Amazon, for example, and Amazon charges the shit out of me to carry all of my products there. That is just the way it is. So you have to look at it as, well, I'm advertising kind of sort of on Amazon, and they are providing a platform for me to advertise my products, as well as a means to take the money and even facilitate that drop shipping. For me, I'm an FBA seller, meaning that not only do I sell from myself and from my warehouse, but I also sell out of Amazon facilities. So yes, they're going to need to take a percentage of that. Equally is true with eBay. eBay is charging you to list your product. They're charging you to sell the product. They're charging you and they're charging you and they're charging you. And they're saying, hey, the reason we're charging you is because we're giving you a platform to sell your garbage to millions of people. If we weren't here, you couldn't do it, right? Well, it is kind of a symbiotic relationship, and I'm going to get into that also before the end of this video, and I want to know, once again, your thoughts on it. Before we get into this article, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks as of yet, go check them out. Go over to JCristina.com/books. Also, if you enjoy this content even the least, throw it a thumbs up. There's 900 plus videos on this channel. If you don't know it, go check it out. Just on Starlink videos alone, I have about 170 videos, for example. Go check them out over here. Right about here. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. If you are subscribed, click this button over here so when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And if you want to just say thank you for all of my hard work, there will be a thank you button right down here. You can click that, give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, that's fine too. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Once again, member of the channel. We're going to get into that. So anyways, let me get into this article and then we'll dig in a little bit deeper. I want to give you my thoughts. And then finally, I want your thoughts down in the comment area because that's what this channel is all about, right? It's all about us, not me, this talking head. Anyone can do what I'm doing. The main thing here is this community that we're building. And I think it's an amazing community at that. Anyways, it starts out by saying Elon Musk is blaming Apple for not being able to pay creators 100% of subscription fees even when his company doesn't take a cut. Now, 9 to 5 Mac writes this. They say Elon Musk hopes to do what no one before him has done, convince Apple CEO Tim Cook to change the cut it takes in in-app transactions via the App Store. In a post on Twitter today touting the benefits of supporting creators, Musk said that he is going to, quote, speak to Tim Cook about making changes to this policy. As it stands today, Twitter users can subscribe to other Twitter users via the iOS app in order to support them every month. Because those subscriptions use Apple's in-app purchase system, Apple takes 30% cut as part of the App Store guidelines. On Twitter's side, Musk is making a change to the revenue that it keeps from these subscriptions. In the past, Twitter would take nothing for the first 12 months, then 10% moving forward. Now, Musk says that Twitter will take nothing until the total payout exceeds $100,000. Then it will take 10% of the subscription revenue, but the first 12 months will remain free. So he's changing this up a little bit, as you can see. He's going to this model that says we're going to take nothing when it comes to subscriptions at all until that creator gets up to $100,000 payout. All right, after that, then we will start taking a 10% fee, which is kind of nice, right? $100,000 is a lot of money. As you can see, as a creator on Twitter or on X would be very valuable if you can get people to subscribe to your channel, to your feed, let's say. Now, what Elon Musk said was this, quote, while we have previously said that X would keep nothing for the 12 months, then 10%, we are amending that policy to X keeping nothing forever until payout exceeds $100,000, then 10%. First 12 months is still free for all. Once again, like 9 to 5 said in the article, Elon is not going to keep a single penny until the creator has obtained $100,000 in subscriptions. That's pretty nice. Very nice. The article continues. Musk is hoping, likely hopelessly, that Apple will adjust its agreement such that it only takes 30% of what Twitter itself keeps, not the total value of every subscription transaction. What that means is Apple will get nothing until Twitter gets something. And since Twitter says they're not going to take anything until they hit $100,000, Apple will get nothing from these creators until it hits $100,000 also. Is that a bad thing? We'll get into that in just a second. Now, one of the top comments on this article states this. It says, for a purely logistical point of view, why would Apple do this? Kind of a good question. With Twitter going through this branding change, being able to be found and easily downloaded in the App Store is the most important thing for the brand. So he wants Tim to cut him a deal when they need Apple more than Apple needs Twitter. Best of luck. The article continues, Elon Musk has been a vocal critic to Apple's App Store guidelines in the past, referring to the, quote, secret Apple Store fee as, quote, like having a 30% tax on the internet. He has also expressed his support for Epic Games, which is currently embroiled in a year-long legal battle with Apple over the App Store rules. Musk visited Apple Park last November to meet with Tim Cook. At the time, Musk said that he had a good conversation with the Apple CEO. A California judge ruled on the Epic versus Apple lawsuit, and both sides lost. Judge Rogers concluded that Apple wasn't unfair monopolizing the mobile app space with iOS or its in-app purchasing system, and she ordered Epic to pay damages for violating its developer agreement with Fortnite. At the same time, she ordered Apple to remove its anti-steering rules, which are policies banning developers from telling users about alternatives to Apple's in-app purchase system. Keep that in mind. This is very, very important. What she stated is, once again, she ruled against the anti-steering rules that are in that TOS, that terms of service or whatever you want to call it, which stops Apple from banning developers from telling their users about alternatives methods of paying, let's say, for a subscription or any other type of fee. They don't need to pay the in-app fee or through the in-app. They can pay through another side site. Very, very important information going forward. Now, even though Apple kind of sort of won here, they won and lost, let's say, but I would say I would give the majority of the win to Apple. 35 states are currently appealing this because they do state that Apple does have a monopoly in this situation. 35 states out of 50, that's a lot of states that are going against Apple here as a monopoly. Now, when I was researching this a little bit, I did find out that there was some apps or some companies using now this loophole, let's say, or this judge's ruling against Apple. These are companies like Netflix, Spotify, Kindle. These type of companies are now doing a thing where you download, let's say, Netflix, but to use it, you need to have a Netflix account. So you log into the Netflix website and you create a account and you pay them through that Netflix website a monthly fee. And that monthly fee is important because you're paying directly to them. Apple does not take 30% of Netflix money. Apple doesn't take 30% of Spotify or Kindle or any of those people's money. All right? Because once again, you're kind of side-loaded or side-carded off to the other company's website to make the monthly payment. All right? So this is very important, and this is something that Elon can do also. I just don't know if he wants to do it. It's just a lot of bullshit to go through because Apple wants to take such a massive amount of money from creators. Once again, we have to look at this as a creator thing and not necessarily a company thing, right? Because what he is doing here, yes, it benefits Twitter or it benefits X, but it highly benefits the creator, right? So I could see that Apple wants a cut, and I don't begrudge them that. It's just 30% is a very big number for a subscription, not for the app. Now, if you were purchasing the app, let's say, and they want 30% because they were the facilitator of selling your app and putting you in front of 30 gazillion people, right? I mean, I get it. They want a portion of it. Just like, for example, me selling on Amazon. Amazon wants a portion. Just like if I'm selling on eBay, eBay wants a portion. Now, not to get it twisted, YouTube does the same damn thing, right? Google, Alphabet, parent company, whatever. If you were to subscribe or become a member of the channel, YouTube will take 30% of that money from me. And I think that's bullshit. And the reason I think it's bullshit is because I think that they're making an ample amount of money based on ad revenue that they're charging advertisers. These advertisers are advertising on the platform because of the creators and the creators' content. No content, no creators, no advertising, no money for Alphabet. It's once again a symbiotic relationship. So I think that yes, they should be able to advertise on creators' content, but when it comes to something as intimate as a subscription or a membership, when you're trying to say thank you for all of my hard work, and I ask you to do so, and they take 30% of it, is that due them? I think not. All right. I personally think that if a viewer is trying to say thank you to a creator, that full amount should go to the creator as that thank you. All right. I just feel that that should be the proper way of doing things. The same way when I do something for charity. All of the money is provided to that charity and YouTube doesn't take any. Once again, it goes to the charity. It goes to that organization. Well, we are an organization. We are the creator that once again is putting together all of the information, all of the videos that they are selling advertising on. Now, the same thing holds true here with Elon and X or Twitter. If a user wants to say thank you to a user for contributing to the community, they should be able to do so without being penalized for doing so, or the creator getting money taken away and given to Apple. I just don't think that that's fair. What do you think? Down in the comments, I want to hear from you. Now, digging in a little bit deeper here. like I always do. When that judge ruled that Apple was not allowed to steer people to purchase or to pay through the in-app, all right, and allows people to now sidecard or go to other sources or other locations, other websites to make those payments, I think that's great. You have to pay for the product, whatever that product is, the software, but a membership you can pay for on an off-site location. The same thing that happens with Netflix and Spotify and Kindle and all the rest of them, probably Hulu and whatever else. You buy the app, maybe for free or maybe for $1 or who knows what. And then if that app has some type of membership attached to it, you can go to another website and pay for that membership. And like I've said in the past with this X or this Everything app, Elon Musk could kind of move back to his roots with X or X.com. And I wrote down some notes about this, which I think are very interesting. Once again, I kind of dig into this stuff because I find it not only interesting, fascinating, but sometimes irritating. In this case, where we're seeing creators kind of getting the end of the stick. Anyways, what I found out was in 1999, Elon Musk founded a company called X. It was X.com. And it was a financial company for doing like online payments and all this type of thing, right? Well, X.com ended up becoming PayPal. Some people don't know this, but that is the facts. So Elon Musk X.com became PayPal. And then later in 2002, eBay ended up buying PayPal for $1.5 billion. Well, 2 decades later, down the road now, right? 2022, I believe, is when he did this purchase, maybe the beginning of 2023. He ended up buying X.com back from PayPal. Once again, he could be going back to his roots. Remember, X was once a bank, right? An online digital bank. Well, now that X is becoming the everything app for audio, for video, for training, for creators, for just everything. That's his idea for X, an all-encompassing type of thing. At this point, you really wouldn't need Apple. Because then what you could do is now, yes, you can show or display or allow your X app to be downloaded for free on the Apple website, but then you can sideload them, sidecar them, send them off to X.com to create a membership. Now that membership could be for the $8 membership for the check mark. Or that membership could also be to pay another user, once again, user to user subscriptions. You can do that. All kinds of different things. Once again, yes, it's a pain in the ass to do it. Would it be nice to just be able to do an in-app type of purchase where he doesn't have to go through this? And then Tim Cook says, you know what? We're not going to charge the 30% to anyone that is subscribing to a creator, no problem, until they hit that 100,000 mark, just like you're doing. After that, you're going to be taking 10%, so we're going to take 10%. Also, the creator is going to lose 20% in total, and that's it. We're all copacetic here. And while that all sounds great, I just don't think it's a possibility, in my personal opinion, because Apple is Apple. They don't really give a crap, all right? That's just the way it is. They are a company that strives, for example, on planned obsolescence. If you buy an iPad, for example, after 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it is, you will no longer be able to update it. And if you can't update it, that means that you cannot download the latest and greatest software to it. And when you can't download software to it, it becomes a brick. And that is what has happened to me in the past, and I'm sure a lot of you guys with Apple products, even with phones. Once you cannot download the latest and greatest OS, well, you're kind of screwed because applications will require a specific iOS update and forward, and anything before it is no longer acceptable, let's say. So once again, planned obsolescence. So anyways, guys, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think that Elon Musk will be able to get to Tim Cook and make him renege on the 30% and actually make it 0 for a specific period of time, or maybe a lower percentage? What do you think? Do you think that subscribers or user to user, any type of subscription or membership model, should the creator get that money in full? Or should they not? Should the creator get hit with these fees when they are creating the content in which the YouTube, for example, is using to sell advertising against? I don't know. That is a really hard question. Once again, it is a symbiotic relationship. Without the creator, there is no YouTube. Without YouTube, there still is a creator, but the creator will have a harder time to get his message out or her message out, those videos out there. If I was to put these videos on my website, I will now have to build a massive audience that will go to my website. Whereas with YouTube, I can get a lot of people to see my videos. So they are, once again, providing a service and they should be paid for it. But I still do believe, guys, that they're getting an ample amount of money from advertisers. And if they're not, they need to simply charge more. And that is it. I think that the creators should be getting more money. And I do believe as of a year or two ago, the creators' income has literally dropped in half. When it comes to CPM or RPM, however you want to look at it, our income that we get for creating the content for you guys has dropped, once again, by about 50%. It is a massive amount. Now, where did that other 50% go? Well, the same thing holds true with Apple. They are making an ass ton of money. And when Elon Musk says, can we share some of that ass load of money with the creators, the ones that are creating this content? Can we share it or can we share more of it? If they say no, it makes them look very petty, in my personal opinion. I think that once again, as a symbiotic relationship, there needs to be a give and take, but I think that it's been way too much of a take, especially when it comes to companies like Apple. My opinion. What is yours? Once again, down below, I want to hear your thoughts. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're not, click this button so you can see me whenever I go live or when a new video comes out. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.